Hey everybody, BB French here, Olympic View Property Services. Today I'm talking about rent increase, market rent, that sort of stuff, how we do this. So what we've done, I had tried to come up with my visual here, is we have the rent schedule in Excel. Yeah, obviously it's in Buildium as well, but I like it in Excel because I can do a lot more stuff with it. So I'll make this easier to see, but basically what we have is every rent or every unit, square footage, and current rent and market rent. On another sheet within the same file we have market rent or rental comps rather, to come up with what market rent is. So what we do is we go once a month to Zillow or whatever system, or Zillow is the easiest one, and we find comparable units and input the asking rent and the square footage, and then we try to weight it for parking, water, sewer, garbage, whether or not there's a balcony, whether or not there's an elevator, and pet policy, and those are the weights that we use. Rental comps are kind of difficult to pull because it's not like the MLS where I can pull sold comps, like this house sold for this much, this house sold for this much, your house is mostly like this one, this is the price we think it should sell for. We don't have rental comps. We don't have this unit rented, it's not public information, so maybe they advertised it at $1,600 but they actually rented it for $1,450. We don't know that. So all we can do is go off the ads, unless we want to do a full survey, which we don't. We just want to go, when I explain this, it's like, think of being the renter or the potential renter. You're looking at the same ads. You're looking at this ad, and this ad. You want to live in this area, so you're looking at the ads of that area. Okay, so that's what they're going off of. The cycle is very, very fast. So you just want to be the best ad in there. That's the mix. So have the best pictures, have the best descriptions, be competitively priced, and you're gonna get the most calls. I mean, it's just as simple as that. The person looking for a place, isn't really too worried probably about the difference between $25 and $35, and so these are rough numbers. And then we always just advertise a little high, knowing we can come a bit down, but it's only going to fluctuate maybe $50, $100. So that's what we go off of, and we price based off square footage. We do this every single month, and every single month we look at where are we at compared to the other marketplaces, and then we put in rent increase letters every month. Okay, so obviously we don't increase rent for everybody every month, but we increase a rent in one of the units every month. Okay, so we do this. We try not to increase rent in November, December, January, because on the 1st, because we don't want to turn over in the winter months. Simple as that. And when you give a rent increase letters, maybe the person was thinking about moving, maybe they weren't really, but they got the letter, so that triggers them to look around, and maybe they've been, it might just be enough to push them over the edge. Okay, so once we've compiled all the data, we've come up with 3 to 5 comparable rentals, and we've input them in, and it goes off the square footage. I actually have the spreadsheet set up to create the average price per square foot, compare it to ours, and then give me what the market rent is for that specific unit, all the way down my spreadsheet for all my units, based off the comps that I pulled for that building. So then I go through and I look at the last increase date for that unit and the post date. So I'm always planning on increasing rent once a month. Okay, and I can alter the dates somewhat to make sense for the calendar year, but basically it's per year. And then what I do is, when this is done and I posted the rent and I update the spreadsheet, or I posted the letters, I download this whole thing as a PDF and upload it to Buildium, so it's a record. So if anybody comes to me and says that you retaliated, you raised my rent because I had a maintenance request, or because of whatever, they think that I retaliated and raising their rent for some reason other than market rent because of my system, it's just simply not true. And I have it all the way documented. It's date stamped, it's in there, I've got it. No, I do this every month. This is part of our process. This is how we guarantee, or this is how we can confidently say that we increase ROI for our owners because we have systems like this in place. and it has nothing to do with anyone personally. It's just part of the process. Another video I'm going to do is on documentation, and it's so vitally important because, and this is a big one, because this is what people will say, is that you increased my rent because, you don't like me, or because, we have kids, or because I have, 2 cats, or whatever they would say, and it's simply just not true. The fact of the matter is, we look at market rent every month, and we increase rent 1 year, usually 1 year out from when your lease started. Okay, might be slightly over because I don't want to increase your rent in January when you moved in, so I might wait till March to get everybody on a similar cycle, spring, summer, fall turnovers. So that's basically what we do with the market rent, and I'm going to try and get in some clips of the system or the spreadsheet so that you can see how I have it set up. So anyway, I hope that helps. My advice, my takeaways from this video are: look at market rent every month, be fair, consistent, and honest in your market rent analysis and your rent increase letters, and document that process so that you always have it in case someone accuses you of retaliation.